Hey friends, I'm in my house working clothes. I may or may not have on a little extra mascara from yesterday, and this hair, it's been better. It's been better. You know, I really wanted to talk to you today about when the days are really big. And I really want to take a minute to encourage you. I'm just going to talk to you about my day. I'm sitting here with a composition notebook and a pen. It's real fancy. And I'm writing down my kids and what school things they're going to take next year, and I'm going to order books, and the list goes on and on and on and on. Getting prepared for the next school year. If you do it at the right time, then you can say moolah, which is always nice. So this is what I'm doing right now. It's right after 5 o'clock. Now I have leftovers on the stove, but I have a fresh dessert in the oven that I'm not gonna eat, but my children will eat, and my husband might eat it, and they're gonna love it so much. So I put in a little special for them. But today has been a day of just work. At about 2 o'clock, I slept for about 20 minutes because sometimes we just need the rest. But on days where you put your nose to the grindstone and you let your ear be open to the Lord, there are times to pray. Sometimes the Lord will say, make this phone call, but you have phone calls to make, you have a house to keep, you have children to raise, you've got food to cook, and then us homemakers, we're vibrant, living people. So sometimes we have something we want to learn. So there are things to learn and to create, and there's the beauty of life. And I have huge ideals, and I never back down from them. I think this is what my ideal day would be. This is what ideal second grade looks like. This is what idyllic 8th grade looks like. You know, we have ideals, and I don't think we should let them go. And I think we should let the beauty of what we think we can make life. I think that we should see, hey, how can we, give a little extra to this or to that, whether it's just an extra hug or a smile or a note left on the counter, or a little, I made this little thing because I knew you like it to eat, or let's sit down and just have a glass of water together. Let's go sit outside and listen to the birds. Let's sending that extra text, making that extra phone call, saying that prayer. That person who's been in your heart, who they're struggling, you know why they're coming to mind, don't you? They're coming to mind because the Lord is reminding you, so you can breathe a prayer and breathe a prayer and just say the prayer. God, I thank you that you're leading this person, that their body's going to be healed, and that you're going to answer their questions. Help them to trust. Help them to trust you. Help them to rest in knowing that you're a God who cares for them, who's drawing them, that you're their Father. That is the everyday part of life. This is terminology that I heard that I couldn't, sorry, I had a little something in my eye. I wear contacts, they get a little blurry sometimes. Sticky at the end of the day, I guess, kind of tired eyes. This is, you're winning whenever your coffee is that black on the bottom because you use French press, and this is the 3rd cup of the day. And I'm having it at 5 because this could be Monday 3. Anyway, that's a whole other concept about multiple days within a day. And it helps you to keep going because you realize second Monday's coming. Anyway, an idea that I've had in my heart for a long time is that all things are sacred. Now, when I say all things, I don't mean evil things, okay? Let's talk about the abundant life that God's given us. So in my abundant life, right? Because I'm going to have abundance on the inside. I have a well on the inside of me, and you have a well for anyone who has received what Christ has offered, because it's out there. Whether you believe it's out there or not, it's totally up to you. But there is abundant life for me and you. On the inside, there's a never-ending well of peace, righteousness, joy. And it doesn't matter what happens. And I know that sounds like you might be thinking, girl, I can tell from you that you have not seen the heart of life. Well, that's not true. I've actually seen a lot of very hard things, and I've dealt with a lot of very hard things, and I've had a really hard time sometimes, and I've had terrible things happen. And I've walked the earth just like you. And so if you've been hurt by people and you've lost people you love and you've watched it all come tumbling down and you don't know where to turn next, then we could be in the same camp. So I'm not coming to you from the perspective of always having all of my natural needs always met forever. It's untrue. I've suffered at the hands of people just like you have. But I can say this, that there is nothing like understanding that everything is sacred. So there's no secular sacred divide. That is the way I heard it said. Hold on, wait for me, thank you. You guys will give me a minute, dinner will be ready soon. There's no sacred secular divide. So when I'm mowing the grass, it's holy. When I'm chatting with a friend, it's holy. Why? Because I'm gonna do everything I do as unto the Lord. So my hands up and worship, submitting my life to God, is holy. So is me scrubbing a pan in my kitchen. So is me teaching a kid how to read. So is my action of cooking for people, or sweeping a floor, or putting on a movie for my kids. Because in all the things that I do, I'm going to do them as unto the Lord, and it all becomes worship. And whenever it's all worship, there's no place for condemnation. You know, the enemy is a liar, and so he tries to keep us, condemnation. We'll talk about that another time. I'll be done in just a minute, Ray. There's no place for condemnation for us. We're children of God made in his image. And so throughout the day, whenever I'm letting my day be worship, even the hard parts, I try to have the air of prayer. This is the best way I've ever heard this in my life. This is the air of prayer. The air of prayer is when you, just like if you went underwater. Wait, I'm making a video. Can you just wait? Yeah. Okay. If you were underwater and you wanted air, you would just come up and take a breath. Could you guys wait a minute? You go under and you need air, so you come up and take a breath. So is that person that's on your mind, or that fear that's in your heart. That is just you being reminded that you need the air of prayer. That is you being reminded that you need to take a second to thank God for the victory, because you're already victorious. Christ did it on the cross, y'all. You can't add to it. You can't make it any more. As a matter of fact, when we try to make it more, we make it less. So for the days that are like today for me, where I'm learning how to make sourdough bread, so I've been making bread and I've been putting together curriculum and I've been cleaning the house, and it's 5 o'clock, but I'm about to go mow my grass, and I had to bring a kid to a place, and then I needed to go work out, and then, whatever your day looks like, whatever the needs are, whatever you're putting your hand to, taking care of, that is sacred, that is holy. And you have the air of prayer. So when you start to feel those feelings in your heart, that's just your heart saying, wait, you need to take a breath. Go ahead and pray about it. I hope you guys have a great week. Bye.